the lawsuit is concerned. This is exactly what happened, just so you know. And I don't really care anymore. It was just more to get his attention. Not saying that I don't need to be compensated for what I do or do what you say you're gonna do. And to me, being a man is keeping your word. And I know everybody's busy and everybody has things to do and so on and so forth. But if I give you my word 4 or 5 times, I got to do it out of the one time out of 4 or 5 times. So on his first project he did, I did an intro for him. He needed it within 24 hours. Luckily, I was in my home studio. I called my engineer over. I did the record for him for his intro. I think it's I-95 or something like that. I think we had 48 hours to do it. I called my engineer over, knocked it out, gave it to him, cool. I told him I may need a verse whenever I get a project done. So he said, cool. He had another project that he put out. I think it was the last project he put out. I forget what it was called, but I did I'm Ready over for his project, which was originally a Diplomat record. I'm Ready, that we did on the Diplomat project. So he said, when are you in town? Are you gonna be in New York? And I'm like, no, next week. He hit me the next week. You in town? I said, yeah. He said, can you come to the studio? I said, I can come tomorrow. I'll make time. I went to the studio. He played me the record. I did the record. You can ask him. And Corday was there. The young boy Corday, the rapper. He was there. I did the record in 20 minutes. I knocked up, went off about my business. I told him, look, I just need an interview. First I said I want a verse. Then he says, okay, when's the project coming out? When's you gonna get it? I said, I don't know when the project, I just need a verse. Because this project, the last project I did for him, let's just say it was June, it's supposed to come out in November. It didn't come out till the next November. So he was sitting on the verse for like a year and a half, which it was to me old at the time. And I'm saying, that's it. But he called me one night like, yo, I'm just letting you know Monday I'm putting that song out. And I'm like, all right, cool, no problem, it's all good. I need a verse. Well, I'm exaggerating. He's like shock rain right now. And, the moon got aligned with the stars. And, when I write, I put my all into it. Okay, let's put your all into it then. You know what I'm saying? They called me twice to do something, and I did it the record. Let's do an interview. Bet I got you. I got a project coming out in June. Let's do it around there. Cool. I do and mind you, the months I'm saying may not be accurate for the months. Cool, June is coming. Oh, we pushed the album back. I don't want to just do an interview. All right, cool. Now we're gonna do it in October. All right, I'll call you back in October. Yo, what's up? Oh man, Keller, you say I tell you October, you call October, huh, nigga? Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Nah, I can't do it because, this is when all the beef is going on with Kendrick Lamar. I can't do it now because it's going on with Kendrick Lamar and all that, and I don't feel like talking about that right now. I said, look, I'll do the interview. I won't even bring that up. I won't even talk about that. He says, nah, I can't do no interview and not talk about it. We gotta talk about it. I said, all right, well, when can I get the interview? Yo, February, definitely. February, I'm dead. Right. We gonna get it done in February. All right, cool. February come. Yo, what's up? Oh, yo, I'm still working, man. I said, listen, bro, I got all the texts. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, you can't keep telling me this, because now when I'm I said, listen, I need your word, bro. You done gave me your word 3-4 times. I need your word. When are you gonna do this interview? Yo, we not pushing it back. I promise you we not pushing back. June. We back a full year, back to June. I said, are you sure? I don't care about if the album comes out, not coming out, beef, everything. Are you sure? Kim, you got my word. Bet. Now I'm starting to do all these, other shows I got going on, deals I got lined up on the table, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm out polying deals. And like I said, that's why I say you don't count no money till it's in your pocket, which it didn't matter anyway. But when I'm polying these deals, J. Cole doesn't do a lot of interviews. I'm saying I'm gonna have J. Cole interview for you in June. They like, get the I'm like, nah, I'm dead serious. Cool. Now I'm polying deals off of what you told me, which, you know, you shouldn't do that anyway. That's not a tangible business. But if I did 2 favors for you, then you gave me your word 4 times, I'm assuming on the 5th time, you gotta get
and that's way past due.
You said rain, sleet, snow, this time you dead serious. June come, and then I say, yo, what's up? He say, yo, bro, I'm gonna have to keep it real with you. I can't do it. I don't know when the album gonna be done. And I say, I can't promise you a date, but I can do the date. I don't wanna keep telling you I'm gonna do it and don't do it, this, that, and the third. So I'm gonna just have to say I'm gonna have to pass for now.
Now I got to cut you. You know what I'm saying?
Pass for now.
What the?
So I knock a song out for you in 48 hours, because 4th time you're gonna do it, 5th time you told me forget it. Just pay me for what I've done already. That's where that came.
Yeah, since you're gonna do that.
Yeah, so it wasn't like Cam is out trying to sue J. Cole. Like, I'm not on that type of time. That's the last thing I want to do. But you gotta be a man and keep your...
All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Listen to this. Had to tap in real quick because Camron decided to pull everybody into this whole situation, especially when it comes to the legal side of how everything unfolded with J. Cole and all that comes with it. He even had Larry, Sid City, and Freaky Zeke there too. I let a lot of that footage play on purpose so y'all could really get the full picture. Normally, I don't let that much video run, but hold up. I wanted you to actually hear how and why it reached the point where Camron felt like he had no choice but to move the way he did. He straight up said, look man, this ain't my style. I don't want to sue anybody. I don't want to be in court, but bro, y'all gotta compensate me for something. He made it clear he's not about working for free, especially not repeatedly. He explained how he called his engineers, had them pull up to the studio, even recorded at the crib just to make it happen. Then he went back to New York, pulled up to the studio for them, reused his own song, his likeness, everything was cleared and sent over. And then it's like, wait a minute, you told me you were gonna do a verse, but the verse never came. There was no project lined up. So he said, cool, let's pivot. He asked, why not just do an interview? Come on the show. And J. Cole was like, yeah, all right, we can do that. But here's the thing, J. Cole should have paused for a second. I asked myself, do I really want to do this? Do I want to do the verse instead? Or do I even want to be involved at all? Because in this game, you gotta be clear, straightforward, and direct. If you've been around long enough, you know this type of situation happens all the time. Ain't nothing new under the sun. But Camron basically said, nah bro, this is what it is. Now me personally, I wouldn't have taken it to court. I wouldn't have filed a lawsuit either. I just chalk it up like, all right, that's how you move. That's how you treat people you say you rock with. From that point on, no more favors. I'm tapped out, fresh out. And next time you ask me for something, I'ma tell you straight up, no sugarcoating. Keep it all the way real. But I'm not gonna lie, it was entertaining. Especially when he started talking about how things gotta align and how he's gotta put his all into it. Camron was like, all right then, put your all into it. Let's do it right now. That part, girl, that was hilarious. I can't even lie, bro. Camron saying that part, like, well, go put your all in, go put your all in, man, that was crazy. That was straight hilarious. I can't even front. But listen to this. There's something deeper here that people don't always talk about. Sometimes folks really want to tell you no, but they don't know how to say it. There are moments when people say no in their heads already. They already know, I'm never doing this, I don't want to do it, I don't feel good about it. And instead of being real, they dodge it. Other times, people will look you dead in your face and say, yeah, I want to do it, I'm gonna do it, I got you, I promise I'm gonna do it. But hold up, they never had any intention at all. They'll say yeah right to your face, but deep down, they already decided it's not happening. They know they're not gonna do it. They don't plan on doing it. Now, there are also times when someone says, yeah, I'ma do it, but just not right now. They're really saying, I'll do it when the time feels right. And that time, that could be way down the road, but they still tell themselves, when I get around to it, I'll make it happen. That's how the game goes sometimes. Stuff like that happens all the time. But once you've already told someone 4 different times, I got you, this date, that date, another date, and then at the very end, you come back like, man, I just don't want to do it. Nah, at that point, you strung me along. I would have rather you just told Cam straight up, like, hey bro, I got you, we're gonna do it, we're gonna make it happen. Just give me a little more time. I'd rather hear that,
and then actually follow through eventually. That way it doesn't feel like you just used him. Because if you called him to work with you, asked him to jump on your project, pull up to the studio, have him send a record back in 48 hours, then you gotta stand on business with him. Just keeping it a buck. You can't treat him like a tag-along or string him along, because clearly you saw value in him. You were inspired by something he brought to the table, so regardless of how you personally felt or how you wanted to price the value of it, that part is what it is. And Camron even said it wasn't really about the lawsuit. It's about being compensated. People are gonna feel how they feel about it. We'll see how it all plays out. Let me know what y'all think. Thanks for reading.